Activity Center on the campus of my alma mater, Minnetonka High School, where my former team, the Skippers, take on the Knights JV squad. Coming to you from St. Michael, Albertville on the bus early this morning. 17 minutes are up on the clock, and of course Minnetonka's JV coach, former Knights coach Jason Johnson, current middle school teacher over at West, so lots of inspiration going for both teams on this one. Brady Ward set to take the opening faceoff. He's got Cheely and Crosby Nelson to his right and left. Henry Braun and Lane Hagan are your D pair. Parker Barnes in net. Knights win the draw. Braun sends it into the far corner deep. Knights going left to right on your radio dial. And then a centering pass attempt found the pads of the Tonka tendy. Here comes Minnetonka on the attack. One loose in front, and Parker Barnes makes the first save. Lane Hagan cleared that one out. Tonka coming in fast on this attack. 2-3 Tonka guys were in trouble here. The puck's loose in front, finally cleared by Braun. Nelson picks it up, kind of falls to the ice as he goes. Cheely able to get it to the red line and throw it into the skipper's zone, but Tonka sends it right back out. Hagan controls, finds Lee. Lee pushes it forward toward Helen, missed him on the pass. Tonka takes over. And then pushed forward, it's number 34 of Tonka, that's Blake McShane, took it into the zone there for the Skippers. Caleb Lee takes it over to Molekade and then Helen. Helen taps it forward, loses control. Tonka back in on the attack. Nice defensive play to knock it back outside the blue line for Tonka. Delayed offsides called by the ref right now. Tonka has to clear out. Knights cleared to the red line, but not far enough, and Tonka just dumps it right back in. Fortunately, it rings all the way around the boards. Tonka was on a line change. Molekade able to get there first. He sends it in right on net, and then Henry Robinson in on the forecheck for the Knights. Helland in the near corner, now working, and he's got Jacob Harrison with him. Picked up by Tonka in their own defensive end. Knights have kind of retreated. Henry Robinson had it fall on his feet. Harrison gets a shot off on a loose puck. Blocked away by the tendy, number 39, Peter Jewett. Here come the Skippers. Dominic Rose carrying into the zone for Tonka. He gets a shot off. Parker Barnes makes that save. Centering pass on the rebound was blocked by Robinson and then cleared all the way down. It'll be icing against the Knights with 14:42 to go in the first period. Score still tied at 0. Daxon Jancy in to take the draw for the Knights. Tonka wins that one. Back out to the point. Tonka's D controls. They throw one in on net, and there were 2 Tonka sticks in front to get a deflection. Fortunately for the Knights, the deflection went up into the top netting. We'll get another face-off to the right of Barnes. Jancy sends that one in the area of Schultz, but he had vacated just in the wrong time, and puck right in front, backhanded shot attempt. That was by number 32, Davis Jewett. I'm guessing he's related to the goaltender for Tonka. He had a backhanded shot, but Barnes made the save. Get another face-off, this time to the left of Parker. Jancy wins that one over in the area of Fowler. Fowler leaves for Girton. Girton with a cross-ice pass that's intercepted in a bad area. Shot was blocked by a Knights player. Cameron Coe was right there, but here come the Skippers again. Centering pass there was tipped by a Knights player, and here comes Girton. Girton carries it with some speed, and Daxon Jancy was knocked across the blue line by a Tonka player. Forced an offside scenario, and the Knights will have to take a draw just outside of their defensive blue line. Hi. Ward wins the draw for the Knights. Crosby Nelson on it now. Skippers pick it up in their own defensive corner. Carried over near corner. And picked up by the Skippers. They finally get it to center ice. Ward knocks it back toward a Skippers player. The Skippers defenders will exchange passes back in their own defensive zone. Tavin Dobchuk carries it forward for the Skippers. Here comes Tonka in. Tonka gets a shot off. That went wide left. Rebound went to Minnetonka. Centering pass attempt broken up by Ward. He's going to try to carry it out of the zone. He has it taken off of his stick. Crosby Nelson gets a touch and sends it all the way down deep. A couple of fresh skaters will get out there for the Knights. Skippers back on the attack. Oh, their pass was a little errant there. Went the wrong direction. Gives the Knights a chance to reevaluate just on the other side of the blue line. Harrison sends it in. It was on goal. Skippers Tendy elected to leave it for his teammate. Here comes Tonka on the attack, but good check there by Henry Braun. Stops the attack for Minnetonka. Flip forward in the area of Henry Robinson, but it goes a little too far. That'll be icing against the Knights. 12:40 to go in the first, no score. Yeah, I'm doing some live streaming. You want to be in on it? Just doing the audio for today's game. Helland in to take the draw for the Knights. Picked up by Malekaday. Sends it forward toward Harrison. It goes over his stick on a little bit of a bouncing puck. Tonka controls, gets 2 shots from the point. Second one controlled by Barnes right in the middle of his Knights crest on his sweater. Gloves it. We're going to get another face-off just to Barnes' right. Helland in to take the draw again. Helland very good on face-offs usually. Wins another one over toward Caleb Lee. But Lee had it taken away momentarily by a Tonka player. Helland to the rescue to come help out. And then Robinson clears it forward to Malekaday. Malekaday carries it in. Pushes it down behind the Skippers' goal. Pinched down by Caleb Lee, and here's an opportunity for the Skippers as they're back in on the attack. Skippers player number 5, that's Connor Jewett. How many Jewetts are there on this team? Holy buckets. He gets a shot off. Barnes was all over that one. Cameron Cohen working on it. He gets decked to the ice, and Tonka ends up with control. Back at the point. Shot attempt. That was on, but blocked in front. I think Malekaday got a shin pad on that one. Back out to the point. Another shot in. Bounce through. Parker Barnes got that one. Here comes Tonka with another opportunity. Back out to that right point again. Another shot. That one got through, and it's a goal. Looks like it was tipped in front by maybe just screened, but I think they're going to give Trent LaRoche credit for the goal on that one. And it'll be 1-0 with 11:26 to go in the first period. And really, the Knights couldn't seem to get it out of their defensive zone there. And LaRoche had 3 shots at it from the point there. And third time's a charm for the Skippers. Skippers control at the red line, carry it back in. Cy Fowler there meeting his attacker with some physicality. Now back behind the goal, Fowler working on it again. Schultz there to help. Schultz controls the loose puck, sends it forward toward Jancy. Jancy can't catch up with it. Skippers dump it back in. Schultz taken down over there. Clever stick by a Skippers attacker. Jancy trying to maneuver around one and turnover in a bad spot. Loose puck. Parker Barnes makes a great save as he comes sprawling across laterally. And then pushed forward to center ice finally by the Knights. Skippers able to control momentarily. Back and forth, and we're going to get a penalty called here. I believe Cameron Coe was tripped. And number 26, that's Tavin Dobchuk, goes to the box for the Skippers. Knights will be on a power play for the next 2 minutes with 10:35 to go in the first, trailing 1-0. Power play line out there. They're shuffling it up a little bit again today. They got Helland, Harrison, Robinson, Hagen, and Braun out there right now. And a little delay as the clock operator is figuring out how to throw 2 minutes up there. It's almost like a free timeout. 2 minutes up on the board now. Helen in to take the draw. It's pushed down into the far corner. Harrison picks it up. He absorbs a big check in the corner there. At the feet of a few of them down there, and now it's Braun and Harrison working on it. Skippers come away with it. Robinson able to hold the zone on a loose puck there. Tonka tries for another clearance attempt, and Helen got a touch on it, but Tonka was able to get it to the red line. Skippers lost it, picked back up by Robinson, who carried it back in. He has it taken off of his stick, and the Minnetonka team clears it all the way down. Hagen will pick it up for the Knights. Cross-ice pass by Robinson was intercepted. Braun trying to give a little extra momentum for the Knights, but Skippers send it down again. Hagen behind his own goal, sends it forth toward Harrison. Harrison, long cross-ice pass, hits Braun. Braun able to carry it in, lost the handle on it on a good stick by a Tonka defenseman. Braun able to reclaim the puck. Picked up by Robinson along the boards, and then Robinson's going to get called for a tripping penalty here as the Skippers Tendy heads to the bench. Finally a touch by the Knights. 49 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Knights, and now it'll be 49 seconds of 4-on-4 as Robinson heads to the box for tripping with 9:23 to go in the first. So Skippers will get a minute 11 of power play after the 4-on-4 ends. Faceoff will go to the left of Barnes in the Knights' defensive end. Ward will take the draw. He's got Chile, Lee, and Molekade with him. Hello, Christopher. Welcome to the broadcast. Oh, yeah. Just doing the audio today, Chris. And they got the penalty up on the clock finally there. Face-off won by the Knights. Molekade flips it high in the air and forward. Tonka controls in their own defensive zone. We're at 4-on-4 for the next 38 seconds as Tonka kicks it in to their own offensive area. Loose puck back behind the net. I don't think Tonka knew where it was. Caleb Lee picked it up all alone. Carries it forward for the Knights. Centering pass finds Chile. Chile gets a shot off, and good save made by one of the many Jewetts on the Minnetonka team. Oh my gosh, so many of them. Feel free. It's your real estate.
I'm good.
17 seconds left to go in the 4-on-4, but they haven't started the clock. There we go. And it's sent all the way down. This will be icing against the Skippers. "11 seconds of 4-on-4, 8:46 to go in the period. Tonka will get a power play for about a minute 12 maybe. Face-off was pushed back by Ward, but won by the Skippers as they were first to attack here. 5 seconds to go, and the penalty to the Skippers, Dobchuk. He's out of the box now. Skippers on a power play for the next minute and change. Out to the point. Sent across. Big slap shot attempt by Eric Larson. That goes high and wide. Caleb Lee engaged in a pretty big battle down in front of Parker Barnes, and the Knights able to clear it all the way down to the Tonka end. Get a couple of fresh skaters out there with 47 seconds to go in the man advantage. Skippers push it forward. Nice little stick there by Crosby Nelson to break it up. Send it back outside the blue line. Skippers will have to tag up. Skippers control. Crosby Nelson got another little active stick on that one. Disallowed Minnetonka from getting some clean possession. They do dump it into the Knights zone, where the Knights kind of were errant on a pass there. Behind the goal, Skippers control. Shot attempt goes over the glove of Parker Barnes and into the back of the net. With 7:37 to go, Skippers lead 2-0. This means Robinson is free from the shackles of the penalty box. Shots on goal so far, 9-4 in front of the home Skippers. Dax and Jancy out to take the draw. Skippers win that face-off and control the puck. They throw it around the boards back behind Barnes, and Braun takes a big check in the near corner. Coe tried to carry it out, was unable to do so. Jancy finally is able to get it past the blue line. A little back and forth between the Skippers and the Knights there at center ice, and finally Tonka sends it back in, and Hagen took a trip there, and Minnetonka's going back to the box. It'll be Samuel Lowe going to the box to sit and think about what he's done for the next 2 minutes, doing some illegal cheating and tripping Lane Hagen. So Knights will get another shot at a power play here. Let's see if they can keep it a 5-on-4 for 2 minutes and maybe get a couple of shots on net. Ward, Sheely, Nelson, Braun, Hagen out there. Ward in to take the draw. Tonka wins that face-off. They're able to send it forward. That's number 5, Connor Jewett. Carries it in on net, and he trips, or Connor Jewett gets tripped by Sheely. So a whistle here. Jewett got the shot off. Barnes made the save, was kind of backed into his own goal. Might have gone across the end line as he was kind of pushed into it. Hagen's going to get a penalty. Goal was not allowed. Still 2-0 Tonka. But we're at 4-on-4, and the Knights only got an 11-second power play there. That didn't go well at all. So 6:55 to go in the first. 2-0 is the score in favor of Minnetonka. We're 4-on-4 for the next minute 49. Tonka will get a micro power play after that. Tonka controls in their own zone. Shot attempt in on Barnes. Barnes made the save. It hit off his shoulder. I think it might have glanced off the crossbar there. Molekade picks up the loose puck, bangs it high off the glass. Held in the zone by 15 for Minnetonka. That's Gavin Jurdy. Big check there back behind the play by Henry Braun. Braun takes a check to his back, keeps going like an Energizer bunny. Tonka ends up figuring out how to control the puck. They bring it in, take a wraparound shot on Barnes, but he's all over that one, and Sheely carries it out, gets it past the red line, and just dumps it in deep. Ward in on the forecheck for the Knights. Tonka able to tip it forward. One of the many Jewett brothers and cousins and uncles and aunts and all that is on the puck now for Tonka. And then right in on the doorstep, Davis Jewett, another one of them. Knights allowed him to walk right in. Shot from the point, that's Eric Larson. Barnes made that save. Picked up there by Connor Jewett. Leaves it for one of his brothers or cousins. The Knights able to clear it out of the kitchen, but not out of the zone. LaRoche at the point. LaRoche scored the first goal of the game. He's got a strong shot, sends it over to Larson. Larson one-times it. Knights able to make the save. Barnes did there, and it looks like the net is off of its standards, and we're going to get a whistle with 5:14 to go in the first. 4-on-4 for the next 9 seconds. Tonka will have an 11-second power play after that, and they lead 2-0. Skippers control the face-off. Number 19 for the Skippers, who I'm guessing is named Jewett, gets a shot off. Number 19 for the Knights, Robinson, able to control. Sent back behind the net by Fowler. Pushed forward by Lee, but not out. All the penalties have expired. We're back to 5-on-5 action here as Tonka looks for a centering pass. That one's loose in front. Blocked by Fowler, and I think Parker Barnes. He didn't sprawl on the rebound. They're celebrating a goal over there. So I guess it went in the back of the net. Thought we had made the block and the save there, but no dice. 3-0 Tonka with 4:43 to go in the first. Jancy wins the draw, tries to control, but has it taken off of his stick, and here comes number 37 for the Skippers. That's Connor Taffy. He's not a Jewett. He has it taken off of his stick. Jancy in. Centering pass looking for Girton. Girton was tied up there in front. Here come the Skippers. 34, Blake McShane carries it in. Tries to dribble all around the entire Knights team. Knights actually stop him. Send it back to center ice. Skippers control. They're back in on the attack. Might have been an offsides there. The ref missed. He called it good. As the Knights pick up the loose puck back behind the net, but they're only able to clear it to the point. Sent back in. Shot attempt. Tipped in front. Barnes made a save there. Back behind the net. Sent all the way around. Tonka defender had vacated the point, so it goes all the way back to the tendy. That's Peter Jewett back there, and good forecheck there by Logan Girton. He almost ended up scoring, and then he turns around and gets a shot off, and nice play by Girton to keep the puck alive and get a couple opportunities there for the Knights. Peter Jewett made the save. With 3:35 to go, we'll have a offensive zone draw for the Knights. Ward sends it to the near corner. Crosby Nelson picks it up, tries to find Hagen at the point. His pass is intercepted. Oh, and just a giant check at the blue line by Henry Braun. Took out Connor Jewett, and that whole family tree's feeling that one. Puck sent in by the Knights in on Peter Jewett, who's like, oh, Braun's out there. I'm going to clear this puck away from me as quick as I can. Skippers player thinks twice about entering the blue line in front of Braun now, and they're just able to dump it in deep. Skippers pick it up. Out to the point, that's Larson. Larson, cross ice. Skippers controlling it, figuring it out across the zone. 43 for the Skippers, now back behind the goal. Shot attempt was broken up in front by one of the Knights players. I think it was Braun, who's having a heck of a shift here. Larson gets a shot off, but Braun makes the block there. If we were giving away what's the scoop ice cream scoops today, for that one shift, I think it would go to Henry Braun. Skippers back in on the attack. High slot shot blocked there by Cheely. Goes off his stick and into the upper netting. And we'll have a face-off in the Knights defensive zone with 2:19 to go in the first. Shot by Tonka off the cage, wraparound attempt. Parker Barnes got lateral enough to block that one, but third time's a charm, and that puck went in the back of the net, even though Parker's trying to knock it out. It's a goal for the Skippers. Number 26, Tavin Dobchuk got that one. No whistle even blown. A couple complaints from the crowd here. As the Skippers take a 4-0 lead with 2:09 to go in the first. At this point, what the Knights really need to do is just ensure that they're doing the right thing on as many plays as possible and just win the little battles. It's unlikely you're going to come back and defeat a team with a 4-0 lead in Minnetonka as they carry it into the Knight zone again. Caleb Lee with a good play on a couple of Skippers players, able to help wrestle the puck away momentarily, but the Skippers keep it alive. Out to the blue line, but held in by the Skippers players. Big check there by Harrison against number 2, Trent LaRoche. Here comes Helen. Helen carrying it in. Long shot attempt. Finds Peter Jewett's glove. He does a couple of juggling tricks with it out of the glove, and with 1:28 to go, we'll have a face-off in the Knights' offensive zone. Knights, of course, coming off the nice win for JV, 5-2 against the Hopkins Royals on Thursday night up at the STMA Arena as Tonka carries it in the zone, offsides. And if you could guess what family name was offsides, I'll give you $1. It's number 5, Connor Jewett, who is offsides. Skippers win the draw. They're able to bang it off the boards and dump it in back behind Barnes. Molekade to Coe. Coe flips it forward, finds Jancy. Jancy on the attack, able to get around one. Girton picked up the loose puck. Girton with a little bit of authority back behind, trying to look for a centering pass. That's broken up by the Skippers. Here comes Minnetonka on the attack. Connor Jewett carries it in. Over to number 19, Restrepo. That's a new name. Restrepo gets a shot off, but Knights break that one up. Another opportunity, though, for the Skippers as the Knights can't clear. Skippers hold the zone. Long shot attempt over the glove of Barnes. High stick on Minnetonka, and we're going to take this one all the way down to the Skippers' defensive zone. Knights' offensive area. 34 seconds left in the first. Knights will get a draw just to the right of Peter Jewett. Ward in to take the face-off. That one won by the Skippers. Sent back behind the net. Skippers able to tap it forward. Good breakout play by Minnetonka. As they are in on Parker Barnes. Loose puck in front, cleared out by Ward at the last second. Ward with an active stick, keeping it away from the Skippers cleanly. Out to the point, but we're going to get a tripping call here. And it looks like Minnetonka's number 29, Jack Johnson, no relation to the STMA Knights varsity captain Jack Johnson, I'm sure. But the Knights will have a power play for the next 9 seconds before the end of the period. Ward has the draw tied up. Skippers win it. Back behind the net, sent long. Skippers in, one last shot opportunity, maybe. No, as the buzzer goes off right as Connor Taffy got a shot off. And at the end of one, it's 4-0 in favor of Minnetonka. Knights will come out with a 1:51 power play in period 2. First period total shots on goal, 19 for the Skippers, 6 for the Knights. And the Knights were just kind of victims of second chance attacks by the Skippers. Skippers able to keep things alive in the defensive zone, or in their offensive zone, I should say, and that is really what caused a lot of the goal-scoring opportunities for the Skippers. And other than that, the Knights played pretty well, considering this is one of the late conference powers. All right, we'll take a tiny break. We'll keep the stream going, but you probably won't hear me talking for a little bit, and we'll be back in a few for more Knights hockey. All right, welcome back for some second period action between the Knights and the Skippers, JV squads. First period didn't go the Knights' direction. Minnetonka takes a 4-0 lead into the first intermission, but the silver lining on the dark cloud is that the Knights will have a power play for the next minute 54. Now, the Knights have had a couple of power plays in this game, but immediately committed a penalty to end those power plays. So let's see if the Knights can win the faceoff, control the puck, move it around a little bit, and see if they can get some shots off on one of the Jewett brothers, Peter, in net. Skippers 29, Jack Johnson in the penalty box. Knights trotting out Helland, Cheeley, Ward, Hagen, Braun to start the second period of play. They're waiting for the buzzer to run out, get the clock set up there for second period. They initially put 170 on the clock, which really won't work. It's a very short period. Normally people don't do it with 70 seconds on the clock. That would be 2 minutes and 10 seconds, but all right, 17 minutes up on the clock. Helland in to take the draw. Face-off won by the Skippers. That's LaRoche who carries it back into his own defensive area. Finds his D partner, Larson. And then LaRoche has it intercepted by Cheeley. Cheeley dumps it in deep. A couple of Knights back there to come dig it away. Skipper's able to flip it forward, but not out. Hagen controlled, and here come the Skippers now. And Henry Braun delivering the lumber. Oh my gosh, you might want to call him the lumber liquidator today because they're all going down. We're yelling timber. Braun on it. Looks for a pass over to Helland. It was tipped away by a Skippers player right at the last moment. Sent all the way down the ice. Parker Barnes will control it back behind his net. 1:08 to go in the man advantage for the Knights. Long pass attempt, but that was to nobody. The Skipper's able to send it back in, and they'll catch up to it first. From the near corner, Skipper player knocked off the puck. Hagen controls, lost the handle in a bad spot, and here comes Minnetonka on the attack. That was another Jewett. It was Connor this time who got a shot off. Barnes made the save. Knights send it all the way down. A couple of fresh skaters coming out for St. Michael Albertville. Skippers send it all the way back. 30 seconds to go in the man advantage as Braun corrals back behind the net. Tries to find Jancy. Jancy can't control the pass. Hey, there's Henry Braun with another big check. Sent forth by the Knights, but this will be icing against the good guys in blue. And it'll go all the way back down next to Parker Barnes for another faceoff. 15:20 to go in the second. 15 seconds to go in the Knights power play. Jancy on the dot. Sends it back toward Lee. Knights win that faceoff. Lee across to Crosby Nelson, who carries it back behind his net. Sends it back to Lee. Lee back toward Molekaday. Molekaday carries it forward. And his pass leaving the zone was broken up as time runs out on the Tonka penalty, and it's loose right in front. A couple of active sticks in front, and Tonka's going to get another penalty here. As I think that's Jack Johnson, who just came out of the box, is going right back there. He obviously didn't get a long enough sentence the first time. He's really got to think about it before they let him out on parole this time. 14:53 to go in the second. Knights will get another 2 minutes of power play action. Let's see if they can hit a shot or two on the frame. Make Peter Jewett work for it. Face off, far corner. Tonka gets there first. They're able to control. Knights player has to sprint back, and it's Molekaday who had to sprint back to cover number 37, Connor Taffy, who was breaking out. Tonka taking all the advantages and pushing guys forward as hard as they can. Puck flipped in at the blue line, but it hit a player in the process, and here comes Tonka back in on the attack. Long shot attempt, that's partially blocked, goes wide right. Picked up by Lee. Lee carries it, puts it in on net. That'll count as a shot, but a half-hearted shot at that. Tonka controls back behind their own net. Rung around the boards by Minnetonka. It does come out to center ice. Goes all the way down. 1:07 to go in the man advantage as Molekaday picks up the puck back behind the Knights net. His pass attempt was broken up momentarily, but lucky for us, Brody Cheeley is in on the play. Cheeley carries it all the way down, then has it taken away from him. Tonka flips it out to center ice where Hagen gets a block on it, regains possession for the Knights. Now Braun draws another penalty, and the Skippers will have another man in the box here, as the Stripes looking to do everything they can to make this a game for the Knights. It'll be 5-on-3 for the next 40 seconds with 13:32 to go in the second period. Knights trail 4-0, but a 5-on-3 opportunity here. Skippers only skated out 2 players. Oh, there's a third one. He's hiding behind the ref. I get it. There's camouflage over there. Skippers win the draw, send it all the way down. Barnes will get it. Nobody on the attack for Tonka. No forecheck here. Here comes Hagen. Hagen with a long pass. Finds Helen. Helen's pass was not a great backhanded attempt and intercepted by Tonka and sent all the way back down. Cheeley picks it up for the Knights. Sent forth toward Brady Ward. Ward back to Cheeley. Cheeley carries it in. He's got Braun with him. Sends it to Hagen. Hagen gets a shot and he scores! Lane Hagen found the hole, and it's a power play goal for the Knights. And there was 5 seconds left in the first penalty, so the Knights will have 1:25 of 5-on-4 action to go with 12:57 to go in the first. Knights trail 4-1. That'll be a Hagen goal. I think the assist will go to Cheeley. Cheeley wins the face-off, sends it in deep. Brady Ward down there working on it for the Knights. A couple of players working hard. Hagen able to hold the zone for the Knights. He gets decked as he sends it back in. And some new life in these STMA Knights as 3 of them are back working on 2 Skippers back behind the net. Puck comes loose in front. A couple of Knights players there. Ward finally turns around, takes a shot. I think it hit Cheeley back behind the net for the Knights. Here come the Skippers on the attack. Centering pass was off the mark, and Minnetonka will have to run around and pick this up. They carry it back to center ice, and they're in on the attack. Knights players doing nothing to get on this, and wow, what an individual effort by Blake McShane, who carried the puck from behind the Knights net out of the zone to the red line and then beat 2 or 3 guys on his way back to the goal. Backhanded shot beats Barnes, 5-1 Skippers. 31 seconds left in the man advantage for the Knights. Skippers win that draw. Long shot attempt. Caleb Lee got a block on that one. Goes back behind the Knights goal, and puck loose in front, broken up there. I think Cameron Coe had a stick on it. Lee battling for it, sends it over toward Coe. Coe back to Lee. Lee's gonna carry it out. He's carrying it up. He's got Harrison with him. Oh, it's Girton on the puck now. Leaves it for Harrison. Harrison makes a move, feeds it in front, puts it to Coe. Coe had a nice shot on there, and a good feed from Harrison to Coe in front, but Peter Jewett made the save for the Skippers as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey with 11:26 to go in the second. Nice sequence of events between Lee, Girton, Harrison, and Coe there. And not and Co, like and company, Cameron Coe. Literally Cameron Coe, number 34. Skippers win that draw, though, and carry it out to center ice. Broken up just as they entered the blue line by Caleb Lee, but active sticks in front, and the Skippers able to win it back. A couple hacks at it near the side of the cage. Here's another long shot attempt. Harrison blocked it. Harrison hurries. He can get a little bit something going. Leaves it for Molekade. Molecade's in all alone, and it's a blocker save by the Skippers goalie, Peter Jewett. A great play by Harrison and Molekade there. Led to a goal-scoring opportunity for the Knights. 10:45 to go as the Skippers are back in on the attack. Harrison leaves for Molekade. Molekade carries it up past the blue line and just flips it to a Skippers player on the other side. Looks like the Knights were thinking about doing some changes, but it wasn't dumped in deep enough for them to do so. Here comes 34. That's Blake McShane, who weaves his way through a couple of Knights players. Back out to the point. Long shot attempt. That's blocked in front. Crosby Nelson over there to provide some pressure for the Knights. Back out to the point. Another shot. Barnes makes a save there. Wraparound attempt on the rebound. And I think Barnes made the save there. A whistle went off. He's still lying down. A little scrum in front. Yes, Barnes did make the save. I thought it might have snuck in there, but Parker's all over that one. 5-1 Tonka with 10:09 to go in the second. And we'll have a face-off over to the left of Parker Barnes. The double deuce, Wardo in to take the draw. Tonka controls the face-off, though. Tonka's been pretty epic on face-off draws today. I would guess just off the top of my head, they're probably at about 2/3 of the face-off wins. Shot attempt by number 37, Connor Taffy, hits the side of the post. And a couple of Skippers and Knights players working on it down in the near side. Cross-check by a Skippers player, and they're heading back to the box. And the Knights will have another power play opportunity here with 9:38 to go in the second. That was a pretty clear cross-check there, and it's Blake McShane going to the box. Commit those kind of penalties near the boards, and they're going to be called every time. As the Knights player's face almost hit the boards, but he just went down. Helland in to take the draw. Skippers win that one. Braun tries to hold the zone for the Knights, but he got his stick taken away from him. Loose puck picked up by the Skippers, sent all the way down. Barnes will get there first. Barnes tried to send it to Hagen, missed him, and it ended up being a shot for Connor Jewett, who just blasted one right by the cage. And Jewett takes down Hagen in a spiraling swirl, and Knights able to come away with the puck and carry it back up. Henry Braun is having a heck of a game for the Knights. Carries it in, back behind the net, but picked up by Larson for the Skippers. Larson cross ice to Jewett. Jewett just taps it in, lets it go. Skippers are going to get a couple of fresh skaters out there. Cheely leaves for Hagen. Hagen back to Cheely, but Cheely can't control the heat on that pass, and it's sent all the way back down by the Skippers. 56 seconds to go in the power play for the Knights. Long pass attempt straight up the middle. It's going to go all the way down. Peter Jewett, the goalie, goes and plays that one to the far corner. Picked up by the Skippers as they come back. And a long pass attempt just missed the stick of Johnson. Johnson figures it out, picks it up, goes across the crease. Had Barnes beat, but he found the side bar there. Here comes Braun back in on the attack. Puck loose in front. Jancy trying to catch up with it. Tonka will just clear this one down. 20 seconds to go in the power play for the Knights as Barnes touches up. Long pass attempt. Henry Robinson gets a touch on that, back behind the net. One of the Jewett brothers grabs that one. Molekade, long shot into traffic, and it got all the way through to Peter Jewett. He makes the save. Be a face-off in the Knights' offensive zone. A lot of yelling going on over between some of the benches down there. very vocal, especially down, seems like, on the Tonka bench. Penalty just about up for Tonka. They'll be back to full strength in a second here, as now they are. It's the Knights' control. Molekade, that's not a good pass into the middle of the ice, and it's picked up by Minnetonka. Tonka back in on the attack. Shot attempt by McShane was blocked in front. I think Molekade got the block there. And then a centering pass, that's loose in front. Barnes made another good save. Girton slings it around the back wall, picked up by Lee. Lee tries to get by one, he can't get past the blue line. Bouncing puck does dribble over the blue line to center ice, picked up by Girton. Girton for a drop pass to Robinson, but you can't make a drop pass at the blue line because you will be offsides. I love drop passes, but not there. All right, Hellenden to take the draw for the Knights. He wins that one. Fowler tried to flip it over in the area of Cameron Coe, but it was just out of his reach. Picked up by the Skippers. Skippers go for a long pass attempt. Fowler with a good stick there to hold off the attack momentarily, but the Skippers still going. Picked up by Helen. Helen carrying it forward. He's looking for Coe, can't find him. Coe delivers a check right at the red line, but the Skippers control. Back in. Jewett takes a shot. That hit off the ankle of Fowler and into the netting. 6:25 to go in the second. Shots on goal currently 24-11 in favor of the Skippers. Knights have done a pretty good job with some attacks here in the second period. Long shot attempt, that was LaRoche, that was well wide. Rebound came all the way out to the blue line. Knights able to squeeze it past the blue line, but Tonka sends it right back in. Schultz bangs it off the boards and out to center ice, but Tonka controls. And then an errant pass there by LaRoche, picked up by Schultz. Schultz tries to send it back in the area of Coe. Coe couldn't handle that pass, and it was all the way down for icing with 5:55 to go in the second. Ward in to take the draw for the Knights. Tonka wins that one. Shot attempt is blocked in front. You know, the amount of blocked shots that the Knights have had in this game, that's admirable, because while Tonka's had 24 shots on net, they've probably had about 50 shot attempts. A lot of these blocked by the forwards and defenders, really getting in the mix today. And we got to appreciate that hard work in this. Hagen with a nice little move to get it out past the blue line, but lost control of it, and Tonka sends it back in. This is icing against the Skippers, though, with 5:22 to go in the second. The Wayzata girls JV team down watching on as Skippers and Wayzata's girls JV will be on this sheet of ice right after us, and the Knights and the Skippers will play varsity over on the other rink, rink 1, at 3 p.m. Jeff Story's going to try to bring you that one as much as he can. Hagen with a good couple of plays here. Cheely gets a shot off, and Peter Jewett had it in his glove, dropped it down to the ice, and Crosby Nelson came in, gave a little hack trying to get at it, but Jewett got the glove on top of it. 5:06 to go, and that was another opportunity for the Knights. Let's see if they can crawl back in and just maybe get another good shot attempt here. Jancy on the dot. 5-on-5 hockey with 5:06 to go in the second. Jancy wins that draw. Out to Lee. Lee opts to ring it around the boards. Not sure that that was the choice that he should have made there, because all the Tonka players were on the receiving end of that one. Sent back down by Tonka, back behind the net. Lee doing his best to win that puck back for the Knights. Down there delivering some pain and agony for the Skippers in the corner. Pass attempt was intercepted momentarily by Robinson. Skippers win it back. Now Robinson and Lee both working on it down low. They got Jancy helping out there. Jancy finally gets at it, flips it to the blue line, but not out. Skippers able to send it back beyond the end line. I think Lee's tried to deliver about 14 checks on this shift. He's got to be getting tired just from that physicality. Long shot attempt, that's high by the Skippers. Rebound goes all the way down. Rolling puck will go all the way back behind their own net. But allow the Knights to get a couple of fresh skaters out there. Knights in their road blue uniforms today, trimmed in white and gold. Skippers in their home uniforms that are white with blue trim. Big check in the corner there. That was Malekaday delivering that one. Centering pass attempt. Malekaday intercepts that one, sends it out to center ice. It's going to go all the way down. Slowed down. They wave off icing. As LaRoche was the first one there for the Skippers. Picked up by Tonka just at the blue line. Opportunity there for 37, Connor Taffy. Parker Barnes makes a fantastic save there. The Knights able to clear it up high off the glass and down. LaRoche will get there first. No icing, comes all the way down back to the defensive area, but a long pass by LaRoche goes all the way down to the Skippers, number 32, Davis Jewett. Could have guessed. Skippers maintain control. Centering pass, and that got Davis Jewett. Davis Jewett with the one-timer finds the 5-hole of Barnes. It's a goal for the Skippers, 6-1 with 3 minutes exactly left to go in the second. All right, face-off, won by the Knights. Ward on the puck now. Drop pass to Schultz. Schultz delays, gets it over toward Nelson. Nelson has a tough time controlling that puck. Came in pretty hot. Fowler has to go catch up with it. He's wrestled by a couple of Skippers and loses control. Skippers with a long shot by Larson. That went wide. Rebound attempt was backhanded toward the goal. And then Barnes made a save, I think with the glove there, as Brady Ward able to carry it to center ice for the Knights. Ward gets it past the red line, flips it in with a backhand. Crosby Nelson in there on the attack for the Knights. Skippers pick it up. Long pass attempt. One of the Skippers players was going off as they played it right in front of the bench. Couldn't play it or it would have been a too many men penalty against the Skippers. They're able to hold possession of the puck and flip it down deep. 14 for the Skippers. Chase Thompson was working on it there momentarily. Has it taken away by Ward. Ward to Nelson. Nelson finds Robinson. Robinson tries to flip it into the Knights zone, but it's gloved down by Skippers player number 40, Brady Long. Picked up by Schultz. Schultz looked for a cross-ice attempt to put it into traffic. Crosby Nelson not able to catch up with that. Skippers back in on the attack. Long shot attempt, that goes wide. Back out to the point. Long able to hold the zone for the Skippers. Picked up by the Knights, but they just flip it into the penalty box area, and it'll be a face-off down in the Knights' defensive zone with 1:16 to go. But it will allow the Knights to get some fresh skaters out there. After one, it was 4-0 in favor of the Skippers. Here in the second period, the Skippers have added 2. Knights struck first in the second period. They've got 1 goal for a total of 6-1 in favor of the home team. The ref appearing to help Blake McShane with his neck guard. A little equipment issue. Right before we drop the puck for period 2. Or the last part of period 2, I should say. Here we go. Face-off won by the Knights. Girton carries it in. Can't get it past the line of confrontation at the blue line, and Girton gets decked there. Jancy working on it now. He's wrestled off the puck. Knights delivering some good checks on this line, but Tonka in on the attack. Long shot attempt. Sprawling across was Barnes, but the puck went wide of the net. Girton able to flip it past the blue line, but the Skippers regained control and they're back in on the attack. Good stick by Hagen, able to knock it away, but a shot attempt got through. Barnes able to make the save with his leg. Another long shot by LaRoche. That was wide left. Puck sent behind the goal. 23 seconds to go in the second period. Here comes Henry Braun carrying it in for the Knights. Braun absorbs a big check, keeps going. Puck, loose puck, got to the blue line. Braun tried to catch up with it in time, but he couldn't. And then a big check delivered, and Jewett gets another shot off with 3 seconds to go. Barnes makes the save, and that'll be it for the second period of play, as the Knights got their work cut out for them with a deficit of 6-1 after 2. 2-period total, shots on goal 28 for the Skippers and 12 for the Knights. Let's see if the Knights can go out and have a nice third period of play and keep it away from running time at the very least. All right, we'll be back in a few for more Knights hockey after they do some resurfacing. All right, we're almost set for the third period here at Pagel Activity Center, Rink 2. After 2 periods of play, Knights trail 6-1. Shots on goal 28-12 in favor of the Skippers, but as I was saying in the second period, shot attempts probably in the 50s or 60s for Minnetonka. The Knights have done a really good job of blocking shots today from the forwards and defenders in front of Barnes. Problem is the second chance opportunities have been everywhere for the Skippers, and they've been able to hammer home a few of those. Ward, Cheely, Nelson, Braun, and Hagen out there for the Knights. Barnes back between the pipes. Refs ready to go. We're gonna start the third period of play. Skippers control the opening draw of the third period. Good attack there by Brady Ward. Almost caused Larson to misplay the puck. They're able to control. Sent up off the skate of a Tonka player. Braun is going to get there first, back behind the Knights goal. Makes a good move to evade one and another to evade another. Then delivers a good check. Cheely was able to clear the zone, but his pass went to Crosby Nelson's feet and not his stick. Tonka's back in on the attack. Pushed forward by the Skippers right toward the goal mouth. Knights able to steer it away, but another shot attempt comes. That was Taffy who got the shot off. Barnes found that one though. Nelson able to kick that one away, but he can't clear the zone on it. Loose puck picked up by Braun. Braun able to get it up to center ice. Glove down by Cheely. Cheely dumps it in, and the Knights will go off for a change. Tonka with a long pass attempt. Picked up at the blue line by Davis Jewett. Lane Hagen wrestled it away from him. And then the clearance attempt by the Knights is off the mark, and the Skippers win it right back. Lee tries to clear again, and Skippers player got a stick there. Another opportunity. That was Connor Jewett in on net, and Barnes did his best to come out and get a body and a stick on the man and the puck there and keep it out of the goal. Another shot attempt. It went bar down, not in, but the rebound just sat there in the blue paint and knocked in by Connor Jewett. It'll be 7-1 in favor of the Skippers. And when they drop the puck now, well, they just started it. We're on running time now. That was another instance of the Knights couldn't get their passes connected and they couldn't clear the zone, and it just allowed 3 or 4 opportunities for the Skippers, and finally on the last one they put it home. Knights able to bring the puck down deep into the Skippers zone. On the forecheck there was Girton, but the Skippers able to clear it up and bring it in. Cutting in toward goal is number 14, Chase Thompson, but it was parried away by Parker Barnes. Then another long shot attempt that was long. Got all the way through. Barnes made the save, gloved that one. Face-off coming to his left. Face-off won by the Skippers. Shot attempt goes high over the crossbar, but the rebound came all the way back to the point and was controlled by Larson. Good job by Coe to help wrestle it away, and Cam Malekade able to get it to the red line, but he gets upended there. Tonka will regain control. Larson carrying it up for the Skippers. Into the Knight zone. Puts it to the near side corner over here. Big check delivered there by Caleb Lee. Puck loose in front at the circle. Coe able to come up with it. He puts it to Gerton, who just lightly flips it over the blue line to center ice where Tonka will control. Tonka back in on the attack. Slowed down momentarily, but here come the Skippers. Centering pass in front. Barnes made a good save there. And we got a whistle here. I think Barnes might have gotten hit and was down for a second there. It looks like the ref is kind of talking to him about maybe a hit to the head. Barnes says he's okay. He's going to stay between the pipes. Time running at 12:45 to go. And the ref's talking about it a little bit more, which is just ticking time away on the clock because we're at running time right now. So we've only lost about 45 seconds of play right there. Knights attempted to control, but pass is just off the mark again. Skippers come back with it. They're right in on net. Ooh, Barnes made a good save there. The rebound kind of went right to his right leg, and he was able to knock it away. I almost think Ward might have saved that play for the Skippers in the zone there, and that puck flipped high over the netting and into the crowd, a souvenir for a lucky fan over there. Ref's going to grab a new puck. Face-off will be to the left of Barnes. Ward will take the draw for the Knights. That's Chase Thompson for the Skippers. Let's see who wins this face-off. It is Thompson and the Skippers. Long shot from the blue line, and that was 36. Tyler Oman taking the shot. Parker Barnes all over that one, though, with a handy little glove save there. About to be 11 minutes and counting when the puck is dropped here. Face-off, Cheely comes away with this one. He's able to evade one Skippers player. Carries it up past the red line. Had it taken away from him, and then the Skippers are back in, dumping it to the far corner. Hagen will get there first. Backhanded pass over toward Cheely. Cheely tries to send it out, but it was stopped by a high stick of Minnetonka. Then they played the puck, so we're going to get a face-off down near the Minnetonka goalie, Peter Jewett, as we're going to be probably close to 10 minutes and counting once the puck is dropped after this one. Helland, Robinson, Harrison, Hagen, and Braun out there for your Knights. Helen tries to push it forward. Maybe he was looking to get a quick shot off, but Tonka wins the draw. And a good stick there by Robinson to break up that centering pass attempt. Harrison over there trying to get a big check going. He gets sprawled out by one of the Skippers players, and a shot got all the way through. Parker Barnes made the save, though. 9:40 to go in the game. Another face-off coming to the left of Barnes. Helland on the dot. Wins that one in the direction of Hagen. Helland comes over to help out. He picks it up, sends it to Robinson. Robinson pushes it forward to Helland. Helland trying to take it through three Skippers players. The third one got him. Still able to get it in deep for the Knights. Screaming across is Robinson, who tries to deliver a check, but the Skipper's able to carry it back in. Hagen hacking away on Connor Jewett. Centering pass attempt broken up by Braun, but right to Larson. Larson gets a shot off. Parker Barnes makes the first save. Second shot attempt on the rebound goes off a stick and high up into the netting. So we'll have another draw to the left of Barnes. It seems like everything's been to Parker's left today. 8.5 to go in the third. We're on running time. It's 7-0 in favor of the Skippers. 7-1 in favor of the Skippers, I should say. Lone goal coming from Lane Hagan today. It's a nice little shot. Beat Peter Jewett. Glove side. Skippers carrying it out of their own defensive zone back into the Knights area. Pass attempt, shot fanned on by number 26, Dobchuk. Picked up by the Skippers. The cross-ice pass was sent across the blue line, and on the re-entry, it hit off the stick of Gerton and into the Knights bench. Pretty sure Henry Braun autographed that puck as he sent it back to the ref there. 7:40 to go in the game and counting. Skippers try for a shot there. That was fanned on. A couple of Knights players in the vicinity giving him some trouble. Centering pass, that gets all the way through, out to the point. Long shot attempt, that is blocked there. I think it was Coe who got a stick on it. Ryder Johnson sends it over the glass. Of another face-off opportunity for the Knights here, down in their defensive zone. Jansian to take this draw. The puck was sent back in a little too far. The ref had to go chase it down. Jancy wins that face-off over to Caleb Lee. Lee hits it off the glass and all the way down. It's going to be icing, and it's going to go right back down to the Knights zone, where they'll have to win another face-off. Six and a half to go in the game. Time is running as the Knights trail by 6. Brady Ward tied up that draw. Malekade able to come away with it. Sends it forth to Chile. Chile tries to make her move around Larson. Unable to get past the stout Tonka defenseman there. Larson comes away with it again, and Chile gets decked over there, and I think we're going to get a Tonka penalty here to number 42, Caleb Ronning. They might take them both, but I think it's just Ronning going for the Skippers. 2 minutes for roughing against the Skippers. Knights will have a power play with 5:45 to go in the game. Time already running on the power play as the puck is dropped. Skippers control. Long pass attempt. Broken up there cleverly by Lane Hagan. Cleaned up there by Brady Ward. Big check over there by Braun. And Henry Braun, like his little brother Beast Mode, has been full Beast Mode in this game, delivering lots of checks and punishment for the Knights. Tonka controls in their own defensive end. Long pass attempt. That misses everybody, but no icing there because the Skippers are on the penalty kill. Barnes collects back behind his net. Finds Hagan. Hagan leaves for Helen. Helen evades one defender. Carries it up with some speed. Able to get around a second defender. Stops, turns, tries to pull a shot off. But the third defender got a stick right in front of that shot, and it went flipping high into the netting. 4:40 to go in the game. About 50 seconds and counting to go in the man advantage for the Knights. Jancy, Harrison, Robinson, Malekade, and Lee out there for the Knights right now. As Lee sends it back to Malekade at the point. Malekade carries it in, rips a shot that got through. Jewett got a piece of it. For only the second Knights shot here of the third period. And a really nice play there by Blake McShane to get around one. Knights were all over him on the second attempt though and took it away from him. Malekade now controls, finds Robinson. Robinson cross ice. He saw blue, but it was the blue of Minnetonka. Robinson gets the puck back and just elects to dump it in deep. Caleb Lee down there hacking on it. In on the forecheck attack. Here comes Minnetonka. They're back at full strength as they enter the zone. Connor Jewett tries to take it right in on goal, but he was Taken off the puck there by Caleb Lee. Picked up by Jancy at center ice. Jancy tries to maneuver around one. It's at the feet of Brady Long, who picks it up. Top of the circle, tries to put a pass in. Was broken up in front. Now behind the goal. Out to the point, back to Long. Long shot attempt, that hit some tip on the way through. Rebound hit off the back wall, and Tonka puts the rebound in the back of the net as it came right back out in front. Advantageous spot. It's number 32, Davis Jewett, which I'm sure is a Jewett family hat trick on the day. 8-1 in favor of the Skippers. Just under 3 minutes to go as the Knights back on the attack. Cam Coe with a long shot just inside the blue line, but Peter Jewett easily covers that one up. Knock a few more seconds off the clock as the Knights organize for a face-off to the left of Peter Jewett. Tonka wins that draw, sent around. Fowler gets there first. Puck in, and Larson almost knocked it in for Minnetonka, but picked it up right off the goal line. Knights trying to win it back. Crosby Nelson down deep, working on the puck back behind the net for the Knights. Still there. Nelson battling Larson. He's got Coe along with him. It's good effort by the boys in the last couple of minutes here in a game that's all but lost. Still nice to see that effort coming through. Coe sends it to center ice, but it goes between the wickets of Nelson. Tonka able to regain control. Long pass forward to number 37, Connor Taffy. He's stopped up. Drop pass to LaRoche. LaRoche carries it back behind the net. Centering pass attempt in front. That was broken up. I think Gavin Schultz broke that one up. Girton, now with the puck, was a little slow on the decision making and had it taken away from him. Fowler picks it up. He's a little fast on the decision making, and he put it out to where no Knights were. Skippers regain control. Cross ice to the far circle. Knocked away by a Knights defender. Picked up and pushed forward to the blue line, but the Skippers hold the zone. And a shot attempt by Gavin Jurdy found the glove of Parker Barnes with 48 seconds to go in the game. And a Tonka player is going to get a penalty here for a high stick. It's 37. Connor Taffy going to the box. There's only 30 seconds left and it's running time. So we're not going to get much of a power play here, but let's see if we can get a shot off at least. 23 and counting. The Skippers will be at a disadvantage for the rest of the game, but they control the face-off, and they put a beautiful pass right to Connor Jewett, who's in on net, and he scores. Just buries it. What a pass. What a collection by Connor Jewett. And he puts it home. It's 9-1. Time's running out. That'll be game. And Knights JV ready to get out of Minnetonka. Not exactly 100% sure if Jeff Story will be broadcasting the varsity game over there today. Sometimes they don't let us do that over at this arena, but believe it's on Hockey TV for those of you watching at home. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time for more Knights hockey.